Time for grout. Using Bostik Hydromet Vivid here. Real good grout. It's a rapid setting grout, but it's not as fast as, let's say, a FA, one of those. So it's kind of similar to like a Latticrete Permacolor standard. Not the Select. So I mixed up a decent amount here. This, I'm thinking, should be enough to do the whole thing. We'll find out. If not, I can always mix more. So, this is the consistency I kind of got it to. It's not stiff, but it's not loose. It's not shiny. It's shiny, it would be loose. This is not. It's kind of like a peanut butter. Kind of fluffy. This is exactly how I want it. That way I can spread it. It's not stiff or hard to spread, and it's not too loose so it's going to fall over the place on me. Just about right. Hey guys, thanks again for tuning in. Donnie D here. So today, this is going to be a real time frame video here. So I did have to edit some clips out because it just didn't have the proper shot to really get a good angle to really give you, a great viewing experience here. So I did clip out some of the clips, but pretty much the whole install is going to be real time when you're seeing it. Nothing is sped up. Everything is in real time. So if you guys like content like this, let me know, because this is how I pretty much record everything, then I kind of edit it from there. So let me know, put in the comment section below, and we go from there. Otherwise, thanks again for tuning in, and enjoy the video. Again, I'm using grout here from Bostik. I like to use a small bucket to mix it in, because you don't need much grout on most jobs. It goes a long way. And I'm just spreading it out using a soft float. Different guys have different preferences of how they like their floats. I like the rubber floats that are pretty soft, they're flexible on the edges. It just helps me spread and pack the grout better. Enjoy.
43, a crash has been cleared. It also includes the earlier delays on Route 280 at the Parkway there. On the way, remaining eastbound side, solid traffic past exit 30 down to exit 34. There could be construction or possibly something more affecting the ramps from southbound 15 on the eastbound 80 as well. Parkway by the wall on 287 north and southbound delays in Oakland. Looks like construction in both directions this morning by exit 55 and 57. Hudson River crossings leaving New Jersey down to under 5 to 10 minute delays. We have Route 33 business route closed at Manalapan by Sweetman's Lane because of down utility pole in King. And still at Watertown, Possumtown Road closed north to 287 in the Piscataway area. New Jersey Transit, the delays on the Raritan Valley line, switching problems near Cranford. Williams, New Jersey traffic north.
Crispin, New Jersey traffic south 55 very slow northbound from exit 58 up to 42 and 47 at 55 in Millville. That is late because of construction up to Main Street until about 3 this afternoon. We've got work in Turnersville on the Atlantic City Expressway westbound at exit 51. Right lane is closed, and eastbound very slow to exit 38. We have a good run on 295 southbound to exit 76. The off-ramp is closed because of construction. We have work at both Ben Franklin and Walt Whitman leaving New Jersey, so delays are possible. This report is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance, where you only pay for what you need. Nobody should have to pay for a one-size-fits-all insurance coverage. Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance so you only pay for what you need. Traffic every 15 minutes. Next report 948. I'm Janelle Crispin on New Jersey 101.5.
New Jersey 101.5 News Time 9:35. We're going to get an update on our county forecast for the next summer. New Jersey 101.5 is making it simple. You can free summer getaway at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. Listen at 9 a.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. for our secret code word. Enter it online or on our app.
all the workers who are being disproportionately left on the sidelines and not invited back to work. Yes, there are New Jersey companies using the excuse of coronavirus as a backdoor way of discriminating against workers who are 50 years and older. This is going to stop immediately. It's totally illegal. Don't go it alone. If you're experiencing any hardship as a furloughed older employee and your company's giving you the runaround, you need to call my friend Brandon Broderick. Speak to Brandon or Mark Garber. They'll give you a free consultation. Let me tell you, Brandon is able to work aggressively to make sure you're treated fairly and equally to the rest of the workforce. And I can tell you, if anything happens to your job, Brandon and his team will get you the compensation you deserve. Brandon Broderick provides you a voice when you don't have one. You are not alone. Let me tell you something. If you're having any problems with the corporate bureaucrats in your company, don't go it alone. Make sure you lawyer up. And you can start with a free, no obligation consultation by calling or texting 609-800-1111. That's 609-800-1111. One more time, 609-800-1111.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, side events, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe mid-40, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-777-1225. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes or overweight or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-777-1225. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor.
So the tire area is grouted. This grout really starting to go off. I mean, it got pretty stiff. I don't know what happened there. Water was room temperature. The bag was room temperature of the grout, but really giving me a workout here. I got this whole area grouted, so we're gonna make sure that we let it go off a little bit. This is where I started before. You want to make sure that when we touch the joint, that doesn't stick to our finger. This is almost there. Do the test area. See what we got.
New Jersey 101.5. For eligible individuals 18 or older only. Available in Oregon, West Virginia, with all fares. See website for details and important safety information.
If your hearing aids are 2 years old or older, you may be missing out on a huge advancement in hearing aid technology now available with Lively hearing aids. Switching to Lively hearing aids is like going from this to this. You'll be amazed at the difference. Our rechargeable hearing aids last up to 30 hours without a charge. Bluetooth enabled, they can stream music and calls directly through your hearing aids. And adjustable settings in the Lively app put you in control of your hearing. If you've been waiting to replace your current hearing aids because of the cost, the price of Lively hearing aids will be music to your ears. Lively hearing aids cost half the price of hearing aids. And they're backed by a 100-day money-back guarantee. Try Lively today, risk-free for 100 days, and save $100 at listenlively.com/radio. That's listenlively.com/radio. listenlively.com/radio.
Looking for your next investment? Want to cash out of stock market risk and volatility? Here are 8 reasons to consider NRIA's proven real estate development fund. Monthly cash flow payouts of 2% annualized and bonuses to 21% target. We strategically locate in lower risk, high demand areas people are moving to. New construction is short on supply. Real estate affords diversification and safety from risk and volatility. We have substantial property.
No, I have been treated by Bank Clinics of America. Well, the things were
Clinics of America has been backing your feet with little or no downside.
answered all my questions. Did it hurt? Actually, I was surprised. It wasn't bad at all. I should call. Looks like I'll be sharing my new dress.
Call Dane Clinics of America now to see if you qualify for a free consultation. Medicare and most insurance accepted. 800-818-9700. That's 800-818-9700. 800-818-9700. Warning, if you're drowning in debt, don't let the credit card companies trick you into thinking you have to pay it all back, because you don't. What the credit card companies don't want you to know is that there's actually a way to get debt-free without paying off your entire debt or going bankrupt. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you now have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. For free information, call Credit Associates now. 800-979-1842. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to get debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Don't let the credit card companies trick you into thinking you have to pay off all your debt. Call now for free information on without debt consolidation or bankruptcy. We are America's #1 rated debt relief company and even offer a money-back guarantee, so there is no risk to call. For free information, call now. 800-979-1842. That's 800-979-1842. 800-979-1842.
WKXW Trenton, WKXW HD, a Town Square media station.
From New Jersey's most listened-to station, New Jersey 101.5 News starts.
It's 10 o'clock. I'm Jen Ursulo. Topping our report this hour, concerns about the Delta variant seem to be causing a spike in vaccination rates in New Jersey. More than 141,000 first shots have been administered between July 20th and August 2nd, the most since June, and the number of vaccinations is up more than 42% since the 4th of July. Meantime, the Patterson School District is handing out $10 McDonald's gift certificates to students who get vaccinated. The school superintendent said she is especially designed to race on private racetracks. Speed may also have been a factor. Ritter was on his way back from a birthday party with his 5 and 9-year-old children and his 8-year-old niece. New Jersey's hot housing market may call to mind a similar trend from the mid-2000s, but experts say this time we don't have to worry about a bubble burst leading to economic disaster.
'07 of that time period was mortgage-driven, cheap money. Today, it's more driven by people's desire to be in a house and wanting to own a real asset.
Montana State University real estate professors buyers are using more of their own money to make a purchase compared to the period of pre-recession. More gold for New Jersey Olympian Sydney McLaughlin broke her own record in the 400 hurdles to win the 1,000th gold medal awarded in Olympic track and field history at the Summer Games in Tokyo Wednesday. She was born in New Brunswick, grew up in Dunellen, and was a member of the Union Catholic class of 2017. Download our free app and sign up for breaking news, weather, and traffic alerts to your phone. Customize it for your neighborhood and stay informed with New Jersey 101.5. Cloudy with coastal showers. Chief meteorologist Dan Zarrow's complete forecast is coming up. New Jersey fast traffic in 1 minute.
It's happening in New Jersey. It's happening on New Jersey 101.5.
Sales on at Gap Factory and GapFactory.com. Stock up for school with 40 to 70% off almost everything and deals from $13. Find it all at Gap Factory and GapFactory.com through August 10th.
Studying aircraft systems technology is one of the fastest growing career opportunities today. At Work Community College, students get hands-on training with state-of-the-art aircraft from certified instructors, and earning your FAA co-pilot certificate is just the beginning. Get started at more.edu/journal.
It's 10:03. Here's New Jersey fast traffic. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Bob. As you know, when we go over to Route 80 on the eastbound side, we heard this accident east of Route 15. The lights running back to about exit 28. The smart money to be on 46 and on Route 10. Garden State Park at 143 Irvington. 287 to get you coming and going today. Construction work on both sides between exit 55 and exit 57. Also a little congestion on the turnpike in your southbound truck lanes. In the Jamesburg area, interchange 8A. Northbound truck and car lanes watch for some road work between interchanges 9 and 10. 55 still slow north into 42. No surprise there. 47. Dulcie Drive still close to 55 in Millville. Construction work till 3 o'clock. And on the Atlantic City Expressway, we have construction work westbound right lane at exit 51. Eastbound side is slow into exit 38. 295 OK. Construction work continues. Leaving New Jersey, former Walt Whitman and Ben Franklin bridges. Traffic every 15 minutes. Next report at 10:18. Pete Romeo on New Jersey 101.5.
Traffic made possible by Fantasy Island Amusement Park. Bring the whole family to Fantasy Island Amusement Park in Beach Haven on beautiful Long Beach Island. Their new and we renovated arcade, outdoor rides, and more through Labor Day. For more info and for more hours, visit FantasyIslandMBI.com. Fantasy Island Amusement Park. Fun starts here. Jersey Radio.
You guys are making me laugh. I think you're really funny.
New Jersey 101.5. Are you ready to say goodbye to mold and mildew drought? Inspire Bath and Kitchen takes you from consultation to installation with a simple step process to help you design your dream kitchen or bathroom. Serving all of New Jersey, Inspire offers full kitchen and bathroom remodels or one-day tub to shower conversions. Schedule an in-home consultation or visit their 10,000-foot showroom with plumbing deals and receive $10,000 remodel. Go to inspirebath.com to find your inspiration today. That's inspirebath.com.
Woo! Today is a great day. It's summer, everything is opening up, and I got the extra cash I needed from GetCash.com.
Wait, how did you get extra cash?
I went to GetCash.com, answered some questions, and I was approved.
I think it's like a beautiful summerish day. Mostly sunny and for one, high 85 degrees. It will be your official rock Friday. I'm keeping biologist Dan Barrow. Back again right now, Asbury Park 72, Audubon 71, Alexandria 67. Renovate Spotswood by New Jersey Board of Public Utilities. From High Point to Cape May, New Jersey's Clean Energy Program is sharing the benefits of clean energy through great rebates and incentives. Lighting the way to a clean energy future. Learn more at NJCleanEnergy.com or 1-866-10-SMART. Powered by the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities. Jersey 101.5. Our own station. New York. Philadelphia. Proud to be New Jersey. New Jersey time 10:09 is Dennis Cooking Show. I'm Dennis Malloy.
Shout out to the best restaurant and all my little therapy, and the lovely people there who you know that I talk about them all the time. Every time I go to there, I'm like blown away more and more. So, it's Provincia de Redavanca. I'm what's known as Red Bank. Just the best food in the world, the whole fresh ingredients, blah blah blah, and just like they really care, they're different, they're just, we have such great restaurants here in New Jersey, and some places just are unsung. Not that place is unsung, but you know what I mean.
Is it BYOB or is it
Are you kidding? Do I sound like a BYOB?
Oh, that's the problem this morning. All right. I'm telling you, BYOB. Well, you know one.
The owner, Brian, and all the other freaking 100 Brian and Ryan. Every time you call them, you're like, hi, is this Brian? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. Hi, who yelled it for? Brian? Who is Brian? It should be Brian or Ryan. Good morning. People think that we are talking too much about shot vaccines and about I don't know. Most people are pretty casually, but a lot of people like listen to it and they go, wow, you're talking about it a lot. Well, that's what people are talking about every single second of every single day. So, yeah, we're not going to have to affect your life because of the natural recovery and what's happening now. There's going to be new news every day. So, get over it.
Right, so people are masking up more than yesterday, so people are canceling the Crawfish Festival up in Sussex City, and now there's the
It's a Touching Country Fair, which is another one of those really, really great, long-established fairs that people love, and
Nobody asked me to, and like I said, about 25% of people weren't. But now that, well, the news is out today, there was a story in our newsletter this morning that a good number of cases of new cases of COVID are people who are vaccinated.
Right. So we asked this yesterday, and we're going to ask it again today. If you saw that, you would all regret it, seeing that it doesn't work, seeing that it doesn't work. Or you're happy about it because you feel like Lindsey Graham feels that, well, at least if I get it, I'm not going to land a mouse. 1-800-283-101.5 is our phone number, and the other
Are you canceling events? Like if you have a wedding coming up that you're going to have to modify, or a big party? I know I've got an invite to the Obama's birthday party up at Martha's Vineyard. And I got it a couple weeks ago, and it's still saying that they have not said we're canceling.
That's nice. Well, you know, you can get Michelle you can give her a sure.
She promised me a dance, you know. It's outside, but she said it's going to be up to the band.
Absolutely, yeah. That's exactly how she talks. Last time she spoke to me. If there's a band in the Bahamas, well, you know where
Alright, so are you canceling things? Are you not going to things because of what's going on? Do you have events like the Crawfish Festival or the Kitchen Festival Fair that you were looking forward to? Are you canceling and you regret that getting it? 1-800-284-101.5. I know a fair number of people who do. A, because they think, well, what did I do that for? And B, is like, I went through 3 days of hell, or my life is totally altered now. Forever. But my friends for 3 days of hustle. 1-800-283-101.5 is the phone number.
I don't have the screen in front of me, Dan, I gotta be honest.
There's this, we can still talk.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to say to you is that, and I mentioned this yesterday, but it bears my husband had COVID-19, had the antibodies, which are supposedly just not that to get a shot. But he opted for a bunch of reasons, especially because he's got to work, and didn't get it anyway. I'm not going to say he regrets getting it because thank God nothing happened to him. He does feel a little like duped. And I wonder if anybody feels a little duped. Because there are a lot of people out there who were not against it or running together. So they just listened to what people said. Don't you notice that a lot of people decided, because like, yeah, why not?
Yeah,
my husband.
You know, I don't want to be stupid, or I'm not going to be a holdout and fight. You know, the experts say this works, and I'm going to get, and I don't blame them for doing that. But if you remember a year ago, people were panicking, just like asking about vaccine, and they were, and you remember the stories coming out saying they tried forever, and they can't come up with a vaccine for any coronavirus. They've all failed. Right? So this was a new technique.
There's no cure for the common cold.
Right. So this was new technology, this mRNA, which they didn't inject into the They took this messenger mRNA in your bloodstream, which was going to be looking out for the coronavirus. This was a little breakthrough, and it is. I mean, we talk to most people, and it is amazing how it's supposed to work tonight. So do you think it's going to work out?
1-800-283-101.5. Which of you that got the coronavirus vaccine or feels now that they were kind of either lied to or jumped on it too quickly? Not that you regret it, but that you kind of feel stupid because half the people, okay, not half, but a good 20-25% of people who are getting this Delta variant are people who have been vaccinated.
Well, let's not say feel stupid, feel confused, because there's a big thing in this argument
right now. I would feel stupid.
Well,
I would regret.
I think a lot of people how they thought it was a good idea when the government shut things down. But that's why a lot of people
feels is they don't want to be called stupid or make them feel stupid, but they don't want to admit that they, you know, they were wrong and overblown this thing. So the phone is 1-800-283-1145. During coronavirus update on Monday, Governor Murphy said roughly 20% of all positive cases between July 12th and 19th. That's 2 weeks. Now 20%, and that's probably going to see that number rise.
I was just gonna say, I bet you affect everybody.
Who's the case. And so now people are canceling things and they figure, okay, we can't even limit it to just vaccinated people because now it seems like this thing is breaking through and canceling our crawfish. Because of the error.
People said they came from all over the country.
Well, I don't eat crawfish. I'm a lobster. You don't eat shellfish. I get that. The crawfish are like bones, but they're actually tiny little lobsters. I used to use them for bait up in Canada for smallmouth bass. But they eat the whole. I think down in Louisiana and Texas they eat the whole thing.
What do you mean, like with the crunchy shells on it and everything?
Or they rip it apart and they just eat the tail. I don't know. Like I said, I eat lobster tail. It's fun.
Going to get anywhere else. Get started today. NJBIA.org.
I struggled with symptoms like frequent gas and stomach pain for years.
I was bloated all the time.
At first, I thought it was what I was eating.
I kept thinking it was stomach issues.
So I did my research and talked to my doctor, and we finally uncovered the truth.
It was actually EPI. Exocrine pancreatic insufficiency is a condition where your pancreas is unable to help break down your food.
It can lead to symptoms like diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools.
And EPI symptoms can be confused with those of other common digestive conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, and celiac disease.
So getting to the right diagnosis meant being more
Good morning, Donnie V. Tile&Remodeling. Donnie speaking.
faster than they were happening.
Hi, how you doing? My name's Kevin Farley. I have a question for you. I'm in the middle of a bathroom remodel at my house with our contractor, and after the shower, the tile has been put in. There's a lot wrong with it that we're sort of in a dispute with him about. And I wanted to see if I could, get someone to come out to do an assessment of our shower to see how the best way to repair it is, because I think we need to get it completely gutted and redone.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So just looking online, I mean, you have great recommendations and sort of said you do some consultations. I didn't know if that's something you could do, or we have to pay you to do it. That's fine as well.
Okay, yeah, I can tell you how
Just come out, just to sort of come out, take a look at it, and give us an assessment of what's wrong, and then, even a quote or something to how much you think it would be to repair it.
All right, well, I can actually make this pretty easy for you. Can I explain to you real quick what that looks like?
I'm sorry?
I can make it very easy for you to kind of give you an assessment and kind of give you an idea of the quote to redo it if you want.
Okay.
So what I need from you is just some photos to help me see what you see. Send to my email. Once I get that, we could grab a phone call and I could tell you from what I'm seeing what could be the issues, and once all that makes sense, I could come out there.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, that'd be great. What's your email?
Are you on my website right now or no?
Yeah, I am. I'm on it right now.
Okay, are you on a phone or are you on your computer?
I'm on a physical landline, and I'm on the computer on your website.
Okay, if you're on the computer, desktop style, you can go on the top there, and you're gonna see icons, social media. Yeah, there's gonna be like a little envelope, and that's my email link right there.
Okay.
So all you gotta do is click that. Send the link, send the photos to that, and then once I get them, I'll email you back sometime today, and we'll go to the next step from there.
Okay. Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
No problem. What's your first name? Kevin. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, so send those over when you can. I'll email you back sometime today, and we'll go from there.
Okay, alright, good, thank you.
72, Cinnaminson 71, Cape May 69, weather made possible by Inspire Bath and Kitchen. Located in Farmingdale, Inspire offers full kitchen and bath remodels or one-day tub to shower conversions. Schedule an in-home consultation or visit their 10,000 square foot showroom. Go to inspirebath.com to find your inspiration. So a couple events in the state canceled this summer because of the spike up in cases again. Are you canceling anything in your world, wedding, reception, party? Or maybe you had something you were going to that has been canceled? With all the breakthrough cases, are you any regret in not getting the vaccine? Let's talk to Jackie, who's a registered nurse. Hi, Jackie.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing okay. I kind of fit all the boxes. I'm a medical professional who did a lot of research. I got myself vaccinated at the first opportunity. I was a director of nurses for a very small assisted living, and I had 32 residents that I looked at as my own family. And I just felt that I had to do anything in my power to keep them safe. And though I could not get all of my staff to follow through, majority of them did. And we did manage to get through that year and a half with no COVID cases in my building. That was just amazing. But I also watched my sister facilities get decimated and residents dying. And that hit hard to get close to home. I actually was probably one of the very early cases of COVID. I had come home from Hawaii, which at that time they didn't think was a risk factor. But I was very ill with COVID, no pre-existing condition, back to the ER 4 times, sent home 4 times. And a year and a half later, I'm still having issues breathing. So, I mean, I've kind of got a long haul syndrome going. I've got a daughter who's immunocompromised.
So it says here on the screen, you did not fully trust the rollout, but you did get vaccinated.
I got vaccinated. I don't agree that it should be mandatory. I think it should be, but I also think that, everybody should respect everybody else's wishes.
Sure.
I'm back.
I love that. That's all I ask. But Jackie, suspicion that the breathing issue could be from the vaccine?
No, my oxygen levels were dropping so low, but the hospital was getting hit with these mysterious cases that they thought might be COVID, but there was actually no test at that time to confirm. I knew that the damage was bad, and now I can't hike with my family. I use a rescue inhaler and a steroid inhaler.
Were you given any treatment? Were you hospitalized?
No, they sent me home 4 times because there was people a lot worse than I was, and because I was medical.
You can't do that. Okay. You're saying, no reply at upsshippingdepartment.com, which I doubt very much.
Not your work email, this is home email.
No, my work email.
Working, okay.
So this is one of those, it's probably one of those tests, but it basically is very convincing. With the logo and everything, Judy Franco, our records indicate that a shipment addressed to you may have been fraudulently recycled. In order to recover your shipment, you must have to review the following fraud report. You will be asked to confirm blah, blah, blah. It is so brilliant. And the email is pretty good on the USShippingDepartment.com. Under my on name.
Oh.
Schmeckelberg actually, but when we came over from the other side, they said, hey, that'd be famous. So
Alright, you ready?
yes.
Did you delete it? I hope you deleted it, right?
Yeah, and by the way, I had to reiterate, because I've gotten more emails about this than any one thing I have ever said on the air. There, there was a health practitioner who was giving faith shots, B12 shots, a saline shot, and then giving a vaccination card because many people are being forced to have the vaccine. I don't know the name of the doctor. Somebody I know I cannot provide the name of the doctor. Even if I could, I would never do that over the air because the guy would get arrested. I would not email you because it would be a very hush-hush thing. I don't know. I would love to help everybody. The Jack Market app is amazing. It lets you play Mega Millions, Powerball, History, and all your favorite New Jersey state lotteries from your phone. It's the first officially licensed New Jersey lottery where you can buy your tickets from your phone.
Players on Jack Pocket with $50 million longer charges. Go to the App Store, download Jack Pocket for free, or visit jackpocket.com, and now you can get your first Mega Million or Powerball ticket free using code CASH.
Must be 18 or over. Play AAQ with Robin. Call 1-800-DEAL or visit jackpocket.com/TOS for full terms of service.
New Jersey on a 1.5 instant weather. Unsettled weather is the name of the game with raindrops on our doorstep once again today. Some will be dreary and somewhat damp at times. Waves of showers hug the coast. The farther north and west are the better your chance of staying completely dry. Meanwhile, thermometers reaching about 75 to 80 degrees. Pretty comfortable even with that blanket of clouds overhead. Tonight, a continuing chance of a shower or maybe even a thunderstorm. Mostly cloudy, lows in the lower to mid-60s, and big improvements tomorrow. Clearing skies, highs popping to around 80. I'm Chief Meteorologist Dan Zero.
72, Kenilworth 74, weatherman possible live. Casino Pier, want to meet your favorite superheroes? Just get to Casino Pier in Seaside Heights this Wednesday from 4 to 9 for the mightiest celebration ever. Meet Iron Man, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, and Black Widow. Casino Pier NJ.com.
Hey, this summer, our listeners can plan a free sizzling summer getaway to the Hard Rock Hotel Casino in Atlantic City. New Jersey Winter Home for Fun is making it safe weekdays. 9 a.m. to p.m. and 5 p.m. for a secret code word. Enter an outline on our app to win your free project getaway. 3 every weekday. All the details are on NJ1015.com. That's the Hard Rock Hotel Casino in Atlantic City, where entertainment takes the stage. I love those people. And Dennis, don't ever make that joke again about the code word, because now people are going to think that's the code word. The word you just said.
What you saying? Whatever. So, what the craziest thing you ever done in the car? 1-800-283-1145. Gonna Kenny Piscataway. Hi.
How you doing, guys?
Good, how are you?
I'm just trying to get my Black Market B12.
Yeah, everybody is. I'm so sorry.
I'm joking.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm still on mine is this story.
Let's hear it.
So, when I was younger, I'm 33, but it's probably every 10 years ago. We used to do this thing on the highway. I would be in the passenger seat, so I would be driving, say, like on the beach on Parkway. And I would get, crack bar on the roof. And then you open the door, and you hold on to the other handle with your right hand, and you jump out of the car, and you put your feet flat on the highway, and you ski as far as your shoes will let you.
Wait a minute. How fast are you going?
Highway speeds. Ridiculous. I know it's ridiculous.
Come on.
And you didn't...
Like 65 miles an hour?
Well, the key to what you don't do is don't slam your feet on the ground. You're basically like skimming the top of the highway.
And you would jump from the running board level of the car.
Right. But you're still balanced in the car. Like you're holding on to the grab handle inside and the door handle outside.
Nobody ever got seriously injured?
Never, not one injury.
And your sneakers would carry you along the gravel that was on the side of the road. It would you would slide?
Yeah, you basically slide. Like, when you take a fast bill on a skateboard or a bike and you get that road rash, that gravel kind of, like, roller.
So you could have worn your feet down to a nub.
Well, my sneakers,
If you wanted to, yeah. We didn't do it.
walkers. What happens after you walk?
Well, he's only going 10 feet sliding on the highway.
Yeah, I would say the longest I ever achieved was maybe an 8 mile.
Dennis, an 8th mile? You can rub your feet down to a nub in an 1/8 of a mile.
You know that people show
You don't do it in flip flops.
Right. Well, okay. Rule number 1.
I know it's a bad set of rules, but I mean, it did work for a few times.
You know, people saw you saying they should be eliminated. You know, natural selection should eliminate these young men from the planet.
Right, but it wasn't more, it was a dumb thing, but it was more of a test your limits stump kind of thing, me and a bunch of people.
Well, I'm all for it. Being a young guy who had done stuff like that, all for it. All right, Kenny, thank you. Appreciate the call. I'm kind of happy knowing that the Kennys of the world, at least 10 years ago, are still out there.
Why do I feel like your kids did that on a skateboard?
Oh, they would hang onto the back of the car on a skateboard.
Yeah.
Jump off the roof into my bushes.
But I remember Greg, I thought it was Greg, on a skateboard, holding a rope and a car pulling him.
Oh, that was the Jeep in the snow, and a skin and a disc, one of those little sled discs, and one of their parents driving the vehicle outside.
Okay, yes.
In the field.
I can keep track of the insane things your kids did.
Well, the first time he got him a dirt bike, the oldest one at 8 or 10, she bought him let him buy a dirt bike, and I was against it, and he crashed into a tree, and just got a little scraped up, and I said, Dad's got to show you a couple things before we get on this thing, even though I'm not in favor of it. Now after you have it, I got to show you how to, switch gears. That was the clutch you were pulling, not the brake. Bob's in Ewing. You're on New Jersey 1.5. Hi, Bob.
Dennis, Judy, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So, my crazy story goes like this. I was driving a friend's little car while he was entertaining a young lady he had met in the back seat. He was all the way in the back seat of a little SUV, and there was 2 other guys in the back seat, and this was a 2-door, so nobody could really get out except through the driver's door. When he came back to the car after dropping her off at the front door, I started doing the old pull away as he was trying to get in the car trick. He was trying to jump in the back of the car.
Right.
And he didn't take too kindly. He came over, tried to pull me out of the driver's seat. I put the car in park, got out, gave him a smack. He ran around behind me, jumped in the driver's seat. So I pulled him out, but he had already put it in gear. So off went the car with 2 guys in the back seat. They had no recourse. They were stuck. I just remember seeing their hands waving in the shadows of the headlights as they went across somebody's lawn and through a fence.
And it eventually stopped at the fence?
Stopped when it hit the fence. They jumped out. The cops showed up. I ended up getting tickets. And I talked my way out of it. I said he never showed up in court. And I said he was too drunk to drive. That's why I was driving. And he tried to pull me out of the seat. And I got out of it. But I got arrested.
How are you still alive? No, legit. How are you still with us?
I ask myself that every day, Joe.
Always entertaining, Bob. Thank you. Appreciate the call to New Jersey 101.5. I love Tammy's story. If we can get that. Tammy, can you hold on, please? We've got to take a quick news break. I want to hear it. Craziest thing you've ever done while you're driving. 2 twin brothers did some really crazy things while driving. One was seriously injured. What is the craziest knucklehead thing you did while driving? Your call coming up, 1-800-283-101.5, 1230.
Now the latest New Jersey news from NJ1015.com. Wednesday is shaping up to be a bad day for Spirit Airlines with over 300 flights canceled before dawn. 314 flights axed, including 8 from Atlantic City, 24 from Newark, 9 from Philly. According to FlightAware.com, 428 flights canceled Tuesday. The airline continues to blame operational challenges for the cancellations. Lock your car doors in Jackson. Police are warning of 13 car burglaries in the township, all of them Monday night. They say all the cars, SUVs, and vans are broken into at homes. A $700 iPhone, a $500 pair of sunglasses, and more were swiped from unlocked cars. Images from homeowner security cameras show the burglars appear to be male, wearing black and gray hoodies and face masks. We all deserve respect and dignity, says New Jersey Department of Human Services Deputy Commissioner Elisa Nera, and that is why her office has partnered with Rutgers and the Hudson Pride Center on a training program for social service organization workers throughout the state to help curb the problem of homelessness.
That's all she wrote. Everything is grouted, siliconed in, stone and glass mosaic. It's about 32 square feet right here. Details on the profiles, looking good. Looking good there. This area took me some time here. Outside miter here, inside miter.